On behalf of Ashtavakra Institute of Rehabilitation Sciences and Research, Orleans, the school, I welcome all the students of the Orleans schools and Ashtavakra Institute of Rehabilitation Sciences and Research on this wonderful morning workshop on the global opportunities. The whole sole purpose of organizing this workshop is to make you aware of the global opportunities that are there in the present scenario for you people. Because we at Tecnia group of institution, we are devoted and committed so that our children, the ones who have taken admissions with us, we give them wonderful career ahead. So without wasting time, I request our technical department, because this is an obvious thing that when we start any of the workshop or anything, we start with the blessing by provoking and evoking the blessings of Lord Almighty. So I request Chandrakant, the technical team, to kindly play the Ma Sharde, and so that we can start with that. Now we are going to go for an official lamp lighting, so I request all the guests also, and myself is also coming for the inaugural ceremony. I request you, Yasir sir, to kindly come up on the stage, and two of the ladies to kindly come up on the stage for lamp lighting. With the seeking of the blessings, now I would like to welcome the delegates. They have come all over the world to give you and inspire you and motivate you. So on behalf of Ashtavakra Institute, I welcome Yasir Ansari sir. He is the founder and director from Simplified. Welcome you sir to Ashtavakra Institute. Can we have a round of applause? We welcome Mia, program manager, Meera Cossetta College. We welcome then E-Firm, international recruiter from Snow College. We have Tahin, international admissions from Joliet Junior College. We have Christine with us, Dean of Enrollment Management from Parkland College. We have with us Abraham Matthew, Professor on Business Technology and Career, College of Central Florida. We also have with us Joe Wolbeck that is Director, Office of International Student Affairs, Moraine Valley Community College. We have Mr. Sumit Singh again from Satis Valley Community College, Moraine. Welcome you, Sumit sir. And we also have with us Anup Yadav ji from Lone Star College. We welcome you, sir. So I welcome the entire team, the ones who are there to take this wonderful workshop. And now I hand it over to Anup sir so that he could proceed with the further workshop. So can we have a round of applause so that we can start up with this, so that they can also feel the zeal within them. Yasir sir, I want to just call you up on the stage.
All right, good morning everyone. How's everyone doing today? Good? All right. So do you know why we are here? Yes? Okay, great. So we are here to talk about career options in United States. And I know all of you are higher education students. You're already enrolled in a diploma program or a bachelor's program, right? So today I'm going to introduce you to US higher education, and I'll try my best to explain how US higher education works, because there's a lot of misconception between Indian students. And one of the misconceptions is US higher education is really expensive. So all the institutions that are present here with me, they are somewhere between $10,000 to $15,000 annually, including your cost of living. So that is a pretty reasonable cost for a lot of people that are here, okay? So in United States, unfortunately, we do not have a diploma program. So most of my friends here would not understand what you're doing. So I've tried to explain that to you. So whenever asking questions, keep that in mind. But having said that, United States has two kinds of degrees when it comes to higher education. One is an associate degree, which you get after the first 2 years, okay? Then you get a bachelor's degree, then a master's, and then a PhD, okay? So in the first 2 years, you'll do your foundation courses, and you will get an associate degree. And then you will move on to a university or a 4-year institution and do your bachelor's degree. So what is the degree from the first 2 years called? Great. So all the institutions that are present here, they are community colleges that give you an associate degree, which is the first 2 years of your bachelor's program. Okay? So what are some of the benefits of going to a community college? Number one benefit is you save a lot on your cost. As I already shared, a lot of them are very, very affordable. And the reason they're affordable because they're all public institutions. They receive funding from the government, and that helps them run their institutions. So they're not completely dependent on your tuition. That allows them to give you admissions also, and also really provide you an affordable education. Does that make sense? Okay. The other great opportunity that community colleges provide is that once you're done studying with them, you will get an associate degree, you will get a mark sheet for the first 2 years. And if your grades are good, then you can go on to do your bachelor's from really, really highly selective institutions. And all of the community colleges here already have agreements with a lot of institutions that give you guaranteed admissions, okay? So the students here that are thinking about doing bachelor's programs, they can definitely benefit from any of these institutions. If you're thinking about a master's program, unfortunately, institutions present here cannot help you because they don't have master's programs. But all of them are educators. They work in education themselves, so they'll be happy to answer any questions from their personal experiences. But they cannot give you professional advice about programs at their institutions for master's degree seekers. So the other thing, very quickly, I want to talk to you about, because you're all adults, you're all already doing your higher ed programs. I'm sure some of you are thinking about jobs, right? And if you go to United States, will you get an opportunity to work or not? Great thing about US higher education is that once you go to United States, you will have to get a student visa, right? And that visa comes integrated with an eligibility for OPT. Does anyone know what OPT is? No? So OPT stands for Optional Practical Training. What does it stand for? Great, you're all paying attention. So what that means in simple words is that the government of United States will allow you to work for a period of 1 year in the United States after completion of your program, okay? So you can get a full-time job anywhere that you want. So once again, the benefit of community college is once you study there, after an associate, you can work for 1 year. And after your bachelor's, you can work for another 1 year. So by the time you're done with your bachelor's, you will have 2 years of work experience already, okay? But if you want to seek a STEM program, do you know what STEM is? STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, right? STEM programs get 3 years of OPT. Okay, non-STEM programs get 1 year of, and education is a non-STEM program, so you will all probably get 1 year of OPT. Okay. The other thing that I want to share with you, some things about jobs and education landscape in United States. So United States has 4,000 plus universities and colleges, okay? So if you want to teach or be a staff member in a US institution, you will have a lot of opportunities because there's so many colleges and universities there. That's one thing to know. The other good thing is if you are seeking a work visa, which most of you will be, then most of the colleges and universities are considered non-profit, so you do not follow under the quota. What that means is you will have, for a lack of a better explanation, like a separate line. So I myself went to United States as an international student right after my 12th, and I did my bachelor's there, I did my master's there, then I worked for a couple of universities, and I really benefited from working for a university. So those are some options that are present to you, okay? So I think those are the basics that I wanted to share with you. Now I would invite all the institutions here to quickly introduce themselves and share with you if they have any education-related opportunities or programs with them. Let's start with Mia.
Good morning. That was a wonderful welcome. My name is Mia, and I'm here with Mira Costa Community College located in Southern California in the city of Oceanside. And we are happy to be with you today as you are the future educators here in India. And that is one of our roles as educators in the United States. Part of the community college model is to prepare students like yourself to work in education. So my community college has programs in early childhood development, also in special education. We offer a similar program to your diploma, as well as associate's degrees that transfer to four-year universities.
Good morning. My name is Joe Walwick, and I work at Parkland College in Illinois, in the central part of the United States. We also offer courses in education and special education and certificates and associate's degrees. But what I would like to say especially about the institutions that are represented here today, my own included, is that we spend most of our time thinking about excellent teaching. And as you are educators already, you know how important that is. And so that is really the emphasis of our institution, is to make sure that we provide excellent teaching to the students who come to us. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Love it. So my name is Tahani Zugair. I'm the International Admissions at Joliet Junior College. I am so happy to be here and honored, and thank you so much for all your hospitality. So I am going to add to what my colleagues here said, and all my friends. We know that your path is education, and we are so happy that you chose that path because we need more people like you, genuine people like you that want to help. We do offer early child development program at Joliet, but for community colleges, really, they will help you prepare for that bachelor degree. And we will talk about that more later on. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Good? All right. My name is Sumit Singh. I am from Moraine Valley Community College. We are about 20 kilometers south of Chicago. So have any of you heard of Chicago? Yes? Okay, great. All right, so I'm also from a community college, just like the rest of us. Just so you folks know that, first and foremost, education is such a noble profession. So kudos to all of you for going that path and educating the future. I just wanted to share with you that our school offers early childhood educator as a degree, but it's only an associate's degree. We offer paraprofessional educator certifications. There are several levels that we offer. And then we also offer the child care program before and after school certifications as well too. I also wanted to share with you folks, just overall, that special ed, if you are a special ed teacher in the United States, you are in such high demand. There's almost an 80% shortage of special ed teachers compared to regular teachers in the United States. And special ed teachers make anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000 more per year because they have that special education endorsement. So there's a lot of opportunity in the States, and I wish all of you the very best as far as finding a pathway so you can get to the United States. Okay, so thank you for having us, and I'm going to pass the mic on to my colleague.
All right, good morning. My name's Kristen Schmigelski. I'm the Dean of Enrollment, also at Parkland College. So you already heard from my colleague Joe about what we offer. Just a couple of quick things. Going along the theme of the state of Illinois, Parkland College is also located in the state of Illinois. We are about 3 hours from Chicago. So I don't think I have anything else to add other than, just keep your options open. US is a great place to explore, and that's the beautiful thing about a community college is you can take such a variety of courses and really open your mind to all of your interests. So good luck.
Hello everyone, my name is Ephraim Tripp. I come from Snow College, which is in the state of Utah. It's on the west side of the United States, if you're not familiar with your geography. At Snow College, we do offer the similar programs that have been mentioned, early childhood development, elementary ed, secondary education, all those kinds of great education opportunities for you education majors. And something else I want to mention, just thinking about studying abroad, because maybe some of you are thinking of studying abroad, maybe some of you aren't sure, maybe some of you are just wanting to learn more about it but aren't really thinking about going abroad. I just want to say that this is a good way to be able to go and study abroad, like was mentioned earlier, in a very affordable way, and have access to some great programs, to some great schools, without having to deal with a complicated process. We really try, each of the schools that are represented here have a very simple process. We are what's called open admission institutions, as that's important to understand about community colleges, which means that if you apply to any school that's here in front of you today to start a bachelor's program or an associate's degree, then you will be accepted automatically, right? 100% acceptance rate. So that's an important thing to note about these great community colleges here, is when you start with us, we try and keep it simple because your education in being an educator is important enough to us that we want you to have a very simple approach to being able to get in. So that's something I just want to add. Thank you so much.
Please keep in mind, I was under the impression we were doing 2 different presentations, but it looks like we're doing 1 presentation, which is fine. So you'll still get to hear from everyone, but once we're done with the presentation, the students that are interested in bachelor's or associate from United States, we will all be available. Please come talk to us, collect our emails, any of our emails, and we have some material that you can collect also, and we'll be happy to talk to you one-on-one, okay? So once we're done, presenting, then we would love to have a conversation with all of you, whoever is interested to find out more. Because there's so many of us, if we all present, it's going to take a long time, okay? Does that work for everyone? Awesome, thank you so much.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Abraham Matthew. I represent the College of Central Florida. This is Sunshine State of Florida. I work as an assistant professor in economics and business. Now, our college offers associate degree as well as a bachelor's program. Now, we have a bachelor's program in early childhood education. Now, I'm not so sure, I do not have all the details about the program, but I can always get back to your director about the program. And we also have an associate program in education. Now, I would like to tell you that we have a teacher shortage in the United States of America, and you're on the right track. If you are planning to go to the States, we have a lot of opportunities, openings for teachers. So good luck. Thank you very much.
Good morning, students. My name is Anup, and I'm representing Lone Star College. I'm the in-country representative for Lone Star College based in Texas. What I would like to share is that we are the largest public college in Texas, right? And based at Houston. We have 100+ programs to offer in different streams, more precisely to be in engineering, computer science, business, health professional, and humanities as well. Right? We offer scholarships to the students. They can apply for that. Along with that, one thing which is there associated with any of the US education, that people have fear that we are going to have IELTS, TOEFL, SAT. That's not the case, right? Through a community college route, we don't have that essential barrier. Community colleges offer you 2+2 programs where you can start with an associate degree for 2 years. Then you can go, you are eligible for that OPT, 1-year work contract in US, and then you can transfer to a state university.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Ms. Rupal Pandya. We have already met last time, and a few of the teachers were there. So today's, first of all, I would like to thank everyone, each one of you, for just coming there. And main thing is that, let me tell you, children, they have chosen very few schools and institute, and we are among them. So first thing is that the best school and best institute they have chosen, and among them our Orleans and Ashtavakra is there. And this session, I want it should be very fruitful for you also, because I would like to thank you, Yasir sir, in the beginning itself. You had said so many things about benefits, how exactly it saves the cost of yours if you are going for, because see children, try to understand this type of sessions, it will be in under one platform only, under one roof only. You are getting so many things together. So there's, as Yasir sir said, you will be getting the benefits of the cost, but saving also. A part of that, you can just, what it will be in the affordable education. If you will go directly through someone else, it won't be, you don't know how exactly it is. But here the people are there, the educationists are there, they are sitting over here. Some of them are professors, some of them are the teachers in the, so they will be talking to you one-on-one. If you have any questions regarding what exactly about you have decided that we want to go to abroad. If you have not decided also, you can come and discuss about that, because anytime I was yesterday talking to my school children also, my 10 to 12 children, that you don't know what exactly, you cannot predict the future from now itself. So it's very important, you just listen everything, and then you share with your parents, and not only with your parents, with your siblings and with your friends also, you can just share. A part of that, Yasir sir talked about the job opportunities. He also spoke about the STEM program. Sir, I just had a question to you, that a part of STEM, do we have STEAM and STREAM also? Because now the latest is STEAM. Earlier it was STEAM and now it is STREAM, which is science, technology, reading, arts, and that's what mathematics. So earlier it was arts were STEM. Earlier only 4 letters were there. Then 1 letter was added, that was art, and now the reading is also been added. So just to throw a light after that, if you have. But the STEM program, children, that is very helpful. Another thing which Yasir sir said, and I heard from one of the educationists about the bachelor in the early childhood. I know that I was just sharing with, asking Sanjana ma'am also, that you have one of the subject about the psychology and about the early childhood. Yes. So this subject will definitely be helpful for you also. So yes. This is really a very helpful, all the what exactly with the knowledge we have got, and my children also, a lot of other things, and it's very interesting. The best part is that very interesting and very informative session it is. Now, to make it more informative, you can just talk, you can come ahead and just ask whatever the questions you have, whatever queries you have, you can come and just ask them. And once again, I would like to thank everyone, and last but not the least, I would like to thank a big thank you to Sanjana ma'am for all the hospitality and for what exactly all the arrangement has been done. There is no words for me to say, but it is thanks a lot, and my students, all the students coming from Orleans also and from Ashtavakra, and just hoping that this session you find it very interesting, informative, and fruitful also. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rupal ma'am. It was thank you once again. And now I think so, with the permission of the members sitting over there on the dais, I request that we should have an open round. We will just pass on the that is mic over there to the students. I request Haseeb sir. He is a psychologist. I would like to introduce you, Mr. Haseeb Ahmed sir. I would like to just introduce our faculty members, the ones who are sitting over there. We have Mansa ma'am. She is an again assistant professor at Ashtavakra, handling over there. I have Jitendra sir. He is assistant professor from hearing impairment department. We have Pankaj sir. He is an assistant professor from ID department, intellectual developmental disability. We have Sandeep Tiwari sir. He is again an assistant professor from ID department. And we have Ram Tirat sir, assistant professor from VI department, visually impaired. We have Sujata ma'am, very well experienced teacher with us. We can have a round of applause. From the education side, she has got more than 20 years of experience at Orleans schools. Earlier it was Tecnia group of institution. Right now she has got wonderful experience of 20 years with Tecnia group. So can we have a round of applause for her also? We have Anushka ma'am with us. She is assistant professor from LD, Learning Disability Department. We have Sandeep Upadhyay sir, again with a versatile 14 years of experience, assistant professor from visually impairment. Welcome you sir. And again we have Shilki ma'am with us. She's an assistant professor from Learning Disability Department. So this is just I would like to just open up and share the accommodation, galaxy of accommodations that we have with us. Now I request Haseeb sir, just voluntarily I want you and Jitendra sir to please give a hand. We are going to just raise your students if you have any query.
If there are parents here, I've been informed there are some parents also. You're more than welcome to ask questions also. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm doing my bachelor's in special education and learning disability, and I wanted to know that what are our options to like come to US if you want to work as a special educator, or if you want to get some further certification so that even we can work over there. So I wanted some information regarding that.
Thank you for the question. So let me be clear. You are working towards a bachelor's degree now.
Yes.
So once you have your bachelor's degree, we do have lots of options for students who already have a degree to get extra training or special training to become educators in the United States. So I can speak from personal experience. My wife, who had a college degree, a bachelor's degree from many years ago, a few years ago decided she wanted to become a teacher. And so she had to go back to college for certain courses to get the teacher certification. So no matter where you are in your educational process, there is actually a path for you to become a teacher.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you have some autism-specific courses in your colleges?
So I think the question was if there are any autism-specific courses. So, like I said in the beginning of my presentation, if you're already pursuing a bachelor's, you have a couple of options. You can get additional certificate programs from some of these institutions, or you can go directly into a master's program. So there are a lot, like I said, there are 4,000 plus higher ed institutions in the United States. So you have a lot of options, and a lot of them might have autism-specific programs for you. So you can come talk to me one-on-one, and I can try to tell you what are some avenues to narrow down that list and how to find those institutions. But please keep in mind, if you're talking about any state university in the United States or community colleges, most of them are what we call comprehensive institutions. What that means is that they have all the programs, like 100 plus programs. So anything that you're thinking of, there are institutions that probably will have those programs. Does that make sense? I know that was not a very direct, helpful answer, but once we talk one-on-one, I can hopefully add to that.
Yeah, just, definitely autism, it's definitely on the rise, and a lot of institutions and community recognizes the fact that, how do we serve autistic students? And they're super bright, and a lot of them are very high achieving. So I'm from Chicago, so the two universities that come to mind for me would be UIC has a certification that's additional after you get a degree, so you can get it in autism spectrum. And then Rush University in Chicago also offers credentials in the same major. So what you can possibly do is still work on your general education stuff and courses, and then eventually go to a four-year institution or university, and then get that extra support and training and endorsement in autistic or autism spectrum.
So I just want to add to that. So I'm, like I shared in the beginning of the presentation, I'm originally from India. I did all of my schooling in India before I moved to United States to pursue higher education. So one of the things that I immediately saw, that they are leaps ahead when it comes to special education and serving those students. India is doing a great job and trying to catch up. But if you want to be involved in research, and if you want to be, you are passionate about special education, I think United States is a great place for you, because the things that they're doing, we're just trying to catch up on. And one of the things that you can do is either go there and try to help out, or you can gather all the information and knowledge, and like me, come back to India and try to serve the Indian student body and educators and pass on that information. But they're definitely doing a lot of research, a lot of work that is going on in United States. It's been going on for years. So it's a great place to be if special education is your passion.
Great. I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep hogging the mic, but I also wanted to say that as a law in the United States, every single individual has the same rights as someone with special needs. So that opens up the field in so many avenues. So if you go to a building, it has to be ADA compliant, ADA Americans with Disability Act, right? So if you go to an education center, so if I have a student in my classroom who's autistic, is in a wheelchair, who's hearing impaired, who's visually impaired, well, we still have to teach that student. And so we give them that supplemental support by law. They can go to any school, any organization, any business. So again, there's a lot of value in that. So that's where you come in and help those individuals with special needs.
Good morning to all respected guests, Sanjana ma'am. Sir, thank you for the informative session. I am serving as a BA educator here. I am a VI student. I have already done my master's in clinical psychology. I just wanted to ask how we children, like we are doing our VI BEd, so we can serve, accommodate our educations in US. Do we need to give some examinations, or what is the process for that?
So as I was saying, if you want to work in United States, one of the most common pathway that students take is get education in United States. Because sitting in India, you can apply for jobs, but most institutions, organizations will not consider you, even if they really, really like you, because the immigration comes in, and that's a very difficult process. So if you get your education there, you remember the OPT that I talked about? OPT is kind of a pathway that allows you to work. So let's say after your program, you start working for a university like I did, and if they like you, they will go ahead and sponsor your work visa, and you can continue working for them. And that is a very common pathway that a lot of Indian immigrants take. So if you have all of this education, unfortunately, you might have to enroll like in a certificate program, or maybe get another master's. That is something that you need to kind of decide. But that's where community colleges come in also. Community colleges, there's a lot of people in the field that have been working for years. They go back to community colleges to learn, get those certifications, and then get back in the workforce. So that is very, very common in United States. For people to come back, take courses, get a certificate or a certification course, and then go back. So those are some of the options that are present in front of you. I would encourage you to come and talk to either one of us and find out what those programs could be for you.
Thank you, sir.
I would just like to echo what Yasir said. Now, I think the best option for you would be to do a master's again in the US. Now, US, every year they issue 85,000 H-1B visas. I guess you know what is H-1B, right? H-1B visas. Now, H-1B visas are for employment. Every year they issue 85,000. And those 85,000 visas, most of them are obtained by Indians and Chinese, most of them. I would say 75%. Now, the areas where they are looking for in this field is IT and nursing. Now, we have a big teacher shortage in US. All over US, there's a big teacher shortage. So I think in a couple of years, they may open up H-1B visas for those who have a teaching degree too, but I'm not so sure. I think we may have to take up with the US Embassy. But now I think the best option for you is to do a master's in the US, and you are assured of a job because there's a lot of shortage in the US for every profession. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
In many places in the United States, the teaching ability is a certification provided by the state. That means that we represent about 4 different states here. So there are 4 separate certification processes. So in my state of California, to become a teacher, there is a teacher certificate. It is different than a master's degree and slightly shorter. So a student already with your credential could apply to those universities with that certificate program. So that might be something you want to come and chat with some of us about. I have some information from a nearby university that provides that 1-year teaching certificate program.
Good morning to one and all. Myself Rachita, and I am doing diploma in special education. It's my 3rd day here. I just want to know that are there any direct job opportunities if we want to serve as special educator after diploma but want to continue in some other course for studies? I was saying that I want to serve as special educator but want to continue my studies in other bachelor's in other subject apart from special education.
Yes, so if I'm understanding correctly, you want to complete your diploma here
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
special education and then study something different.
Yes, yes,
That's,
yes, yes.
And I think that's really where we come in. All of our institutions have, as has been mentioned earlier, more than 100 different subjects that you can select from. What are you interested in studying after?
Actually, I have good interest in political science.
Very
and
great.
I want to,
I think most of our institutions here, if not all, offer something in political science. So what you would end up doing, your pathway would look something like you finish your diploma, and then you could apply for any of these institutions and complete a 2-year program here at a community college and transfer to any university you wanted to complete your 4-year program, like has been mentioned before, the 2+2 model, right? So yeah, the short answer is yes, we do have options for you to
but
switch.
I want to do job as special educator there also, along with my studies.
That's more complicated.
Okay, so there's a couple of things that I want to clarify, and this is for everyone, right? In United States, if you want to pursue a bachelor's degree, it really doesn't matter what you've studied. A science student can study commerce, a commerce student can study science, maths, physics, chemistry, whatever you want. And this is not for any particular university or institutions, for any institution in United States. Most likely you can study whatever you want. Is that clear to everyone? I know in India, if you do commerce, you can only do BCom or a business program. It's not like that in the United States. The second thing that I would like to share is the immigration part, right? Once again, it doesn't matter where you study. If you do decide to go to United States, you will have to get a student visa, which is known as F1 visa, okay? So the F1 visa allows you to work 20 hours on campus, okay? So you might desire to work more or might desire to work off campus. Unfortunately, as long as you are on a student visa, it's not possible to do that. Having said that, from the first day as a student in United States till my last day as a college student, I was employed throughout. I have worked for various departments on campus, and there is a counseling special ed department in almost all the institutions, and I would like to say maybe every, because of the law that exists. So you are more than welcome to go to that department and say, these are my credentials, I'm very passionate, will you hire me as a student worker? And many of them will, because they are looking for students that will help them with various things on campus. Hopefully that helps.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, I just want to take a couple of minutes to thank you and thank all of you for listening to us so patiently. So let's hear it for you guys.
Hello, sir.
Okay, I think this is the last question that we will take. After this, we will break down into 2 groups. Some of us will be sitting down there at the table, some of us will be here. Please don't hesitate, come up to us and talk to any one of us, and we'll be happy to talk to you and exchange information. All right, thank you.
Hello everyone. I'm Ishika Makan. I'm doing bachelor's in education, special education in intellectual disability. Well, my question is in terms of the productivity after I get the job in United States. I want to ask that my institution would give me exposure to community-based research. So is there any kind of exposure that I would get when I would get employed after a job in one of the schools in United States? So there any specific exposure to community-based research so I can directly go to the community and spread awareness to them, and delete all those stigma that's associated with all those special education needed child.
Yeah, absolutely. So in the United States, there's a big emphasis on holistic learning, right? So it's just not inside the academics or inside the classroom. We want you to be involved outside of the classroom. So I'm sure every single community college here has some sort of a service learning component embedded into their curriculum, where you are doing things outside of the classroom. You're being involved in the community. We're called community colleges for a reason, because we serve the community, right? So you can be involved with local businesses. You can be involved with local organizations. You can lead an organization, make a club at a community college level, and also have that service learning component embedded into the curriculum. So that's one. Number two, if you go to a university, then there's a lot of research that's happening, right? So the professors are doing research. So then you can also possibly become a TA. You can become an assistant. So there's a lot of opportunity in that sense.
Thank you.
And speaking of clubs, we do have a disability services club through disability services, and all the students are advocates. They're very much working with the community and trying to find research. So I can imagine you there, talking to my students and just collaborating together. We're working on a lot of language, the use of language. I'll give you an example. We changed the model of the word handicapped. So we did not like this word. So we took it out, and we are working on just raising awareness, and it's we would love to have your input on that too.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing. Really, you're the voice.
Thank you, ma'am.
We need you.
Thank you. That was a lovely section. And Tahan, I just like to tell you, in
One
India
more
also,
question, ma'am.
in India also, we have done away with this word disabled. We are using Divyangjan for that. Divyangjan. That's an Hindi word, so we have done away with handicap now over here also. So not only, so here also in India we have done away with this. We don't use them. We use specially able students now. Specially able students. Thank you. So just like to add over, because she shared that piece of word and information, so I just added to that. So now we are going to disperse, and thank you so much over there.